Our first guest may have been one of the most accomplished of the class of 1989 from the School of Arts in Rochester, New York. I know you recognize him even behind the specs there. That is award-winning actor Taye Diggs. After this photo, Taye went on to shake up Broadway in 2 Tony-winning musicals, including the original Rent. He went on to be a movie star in How Stella Got Her Groove Back, the Oscar-winning musical film Chicago, and of course, the iconic series The Best Man. Most recently as Billy Barker, the devoted football coach and father figure in the CW mega hit All-American. When Taye last was here, he was joined by his best friend. They have a book together, beautiful children's book. The illustrator of the book is Shane Evans. Taye has known Shane their entire high school years. Here's what he said about Taye in high school. Take a look.
Shane, is Taye the person you predicted he would be when you met? Did he turn out the way you thought?
I mean, to be simple about it, yes. And then some. We do reflect upon a moment where I asked him, I said, you know, what do you want to do? And he was like, I want to be famous. I remember this moment, like, because he was serious about it, too. And I remember thinking to myself at that time, I don't have any reason to question this.
Wow. Welcome to the show. One of the most versatile actors in all of Hollywood, NAACP Image and SAG Award-winning actor, the most likely to manifest anything he wants. Let's welcome our friend Taye Diggs to the Tam Fam. You look so handsome. Oh, handsomeness.
Okay.
So we named you most likely to manifest anything you want based on what Shane said and based on what you accomplished. Take me back when he was saying that. You were laughing and nodding. Do you remember saying, I'm going to be famous?
I do not.
You don't remember?
I do not, but I do remember having an enormous amount of confidence.
Yeah.
And knowing that once I left college, things were going to happen.
But the confidence wasn't always there. I know you did an interview
No.
where you talked about your mom
Sure.
enrolling you in the
Sure.
school that you attended because you had what you described as low self-esteem.
100%. Yeah, it was very slight. You know, we came from a household where you didn't speak unless you were spoken to. And, you know, the kids that went to the school, the public school, were, you know, they had money and they're on the basketball team, and I didn't have any of that stuff. So it wasn't until I went to this performing arts high school that my mother enrolled me, and that I found my own tribe, and then was allowed to kind of work on the small talents I had at the time.
The small but big talents. Because
They were small then. I was bad. I was bad at first.
I don't believe it.
I was not good.
I don't believe it. You know why? Because it is in your DNA. I have seen your son, Walker Nathaniel Diggs, who's 13.
Yes.
Look at this kid. That is a showman all day, every day.
That's my man.
Your man, as you call him,
That's
is
my
heading
man.
to high school.
Yeah, 13 years old. 13 years old. It's a trip. I'm so lucky. He's so easy.
He's your barber, too. I saw this video. So he was doing all of Taye's TikTok videos. That's why Taye got all those followers on social media. But do we have the one where he's your barber? Let's play it.
I'm gonna get you right. I'm gonna get you right. Erica,
Get the top.
and why are you so busy putting everyone else's feelings first?
Scratch your head.
Wait, finish.
Doing yours.
I watched that video. Taye, I watched that video. I knew the slap was coming every time. And each time I moved my head. Every time I was like, move, Taye, move. What's your advice for him? Because high school is such a big moment, man.
You know what? I just want him to be able to always talk to me. Whatever, you know, because I can't control his feelings. I can't control what happens to him. But as long as we keep an open dialogue, then we can at least discuss. So that's very important.
That's
to
what
me.
you talked about with your children's book, just having that open dialogue.
Sure,
Your
it's very
series have
important.
all been about having that dialogue. I have to tell
Yeah.
you, the other thing I vote you most likely to make me laugh, I so cyber stalk you, and, and I'm just gonna admit it, you and Apryl Jones and her kids, your girlfriend now.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that you talk about it openly and show us this side. I'm not kidding you. You were on this show, was it Unconsciously Coupled with Aaron and Oliver Hudson?
And
you
the
talked
podcast.
about, the podcast, and I heard you, I'm not kidding, I do stalk you on everything.
Security.
Because I love this love story, but you said your mother, your late mom through a psychic,
Yes.
sent you a sign, was it?
Yes, I don't know how many of y'all are into that kind of thing, but we consider
I'm into it if it's right.
Yeah, I've been very lucky with people that have that gift. And I had a friend of mine who was a psychic that hadn't seen me in months. And she texted me out of nowhere. I was at Apryl's house. And out of nowhere, I got the text, she's the one.
Oh.
So I didn't know what she meant. So then I put a question mark, and she said, you're seeing somebody now, right? And I said, yes. And she said, she's the one. This is all through text. Your mother sent her for you, and she's painting a picture of her right now. So then I ran straight to church. No, I'm just kidding.
You're like,
I did not.
Lord, help me now.
I was like, double go. No, it was the opposite. We both started crying and whatnot, so I know there are times that I'm like, Mama, did you, she's not, are you sure you wanted me with her? No, but it's, so that was something very special at the opening of when we were just starting
Y'all
out,
are
so it's been fun.
I mean, the videos, they are so cute, they are so fun, and you just seem so, I ran into you in Mexico before the pandemic, and you don't remember, because, again, I was cyber stalking you. It was just a chance meeting. My niece goes, there's Taye Diggs. And I watched you dance on the dance floor New Year's Eve. I won't say where in Mexico.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. And there was such a lightness of air, and I see that in so many ways. And your mission, you are such a philanthropic person as well. I know that you donated $75,000 for classroom supplies in 2021 for your former high school.
I mean, I had help, but yeah. That's important.
Look how,
That's
and I
important
mean,
to me.
to your point with help, but you're Taye Diggs, your name is behind it, and people see you as this brilliant actor and this versatile performer, but the heart also matters. So much so, hang on.
Yes.
Because I have a surprise. Your former acting teacher, Michael Schneider from the School of the Arts, wanted to send a little message to you.
Oh, I thought that was him. I was like,
Take a look.
Hi, Taye. Michael Schneider here. I remember when you came to me for an audition. I remember it because it was quite different. You were extremely focused, and you were a bit apprehensive, worried about it. Obviously, it worked. You did a good job with it, so that's history. It was a special school. There'll never be a place like it again. So, we share that.
he was great.
Yeah.
He was great.
So that shy guy that he's referring to, does he ever show up anymore? Because I feel like he's long.
Oh, no. That's who I am.
Really?
Permanently, yeah. This is all a facade.
Oh, God.
No. It started with that guy, and then you develop. I developed other skills.